I can't remember. I watched the pilot of the show and I couldn't stand it. It just felt so cheesy. I don't know, made for TV, if you know what I mean? A giant specialist again? So opponent will be a cost of some kind, because he's offered plus 100 cost, plus 50 supply, and he's offered 200 to begin with as well. So I'm going to go giant specialist, because I suspect I'm going to get swarmed. I'm hoping my opponent's taking the plus 200 in the first round, and I can beat him with anti-air. My opponent is quick supply, yep, plus 200 in the first round, and he's got no anti-air. Well, he does. He's got snipers. Okay. Crawlers into tanks and snipers. He's going to go crawler as well. So the question is, what do I want to do? He could also get extra units of tanks, which would be a good pick. Yeah, I mean, one extra unit of tanks and 2 more snipers would be really strong from my opponent's perspective. Oh boy. So many different paths are open to me right now. The safe bet is just Arclight, being honest. Yeah, let's just do it. See if I like any of the recommended formations. It's not bad. But I would rather these guys on the inside. Single missile could kill these guys as well as those guys, so make these back up a tiny bit. And I think I want these all arriving at the same time. So let's put these forward slightly. Let's go. I hit you about Fang. So he's not spent the extra 200 unless he took... Nope, he's just floating 200 money. Okay. Interesting. Arclight was a good pick. Problem's going to be his tanks, but the Phoenix is doing work. I would have been tempted to take the health bonus, because then the tanks would survive a single Phoenix shot from me. You'd have a higher chance of winning this round, and you still have 100 left over. But he sat on 200. That means he's thinking about going a giant. Oh, I'm going to take supply specialism, which means I can't buy a giant this round. That's okay. He takes supply specialism, then he's got 550 left over. He unlocks Vulcan this round. He unlocks Vulcan, what is my response? It's got to be Phoenixes, and it's got to be on the side. It's got to be on a side that I'm expecting. I'm going to do them here. I'm going to take another Arclight. Yeah, I'm going to take another Arclight. Or do I take Arclight Armor? No, Arclight Armor's not very good with this at the moment. Yeah, I'm okay with this, and then I'm just going to drop a missile here, because I know how annoying these missiles are when people use them against me. And I've got tanks. Oh, missiles wasted, goes into these fangs. So was he thinking anti-flank? Was he expecting a flank from a giant specialist? He took supply specialist, same as me. Okay, so he's still floating money. Just I'm not quite sure how much money. He's not taken the health bonus yet. But he had a better showing this round. Alright. Okay, so opponent is still floating money. I'm not sure why. I think he's going to try and have a big round where he drops 3 Vulcans at once or something. Expecting opponent to go Vulcan. Do I counter with Melting Point? Into these guys though is risky. I've already got the Phoenixes showing, so he might do a Fortress with anti-air. Right, what are we offered? Take Orbital Bombard here because I've got the cash. And try and get his entire midline. Then we unlock Vulcan, drop a Vulcan. I've got more Phoenix on this side, so I'm going to do it this side. Missile comes in, hits this, doesn't pop onto him, that's fine. Can afford to upgrade you, can afford to upgrade you. Means no missile, but we've got pressure here anyway. He's got pressure here as well. And opponent is going Mustang. Okay, so Vulcan is good. Oh, first two missiles popped off all Phoenixes, and then missile number 4 hit this guy. That was a really good missile strike. Might have killed his snipers though, which is, you know, fair trade. He's got no anti-air left. Oh, he does. He has a couple of fangs. Okay. And 4 Mustangs. He's gonna get this before I get this. That's annoying. Come on, shoot one more time. No. Come on. Ugh. This is close. I think we win because we've got Vulcan. She's got so much health. Yes, we've turned into the enemy. Good. I was worried we'd go towards this fella. These tanks are going to be the key. Doesn't have armor as an option on them. So yeah, Vulcan's a really good pick this round. Got lucky picking him into his Mustangs. Oh wow. It's just melting. There we go. And he's got a level up. Perfect. That's a good chunk of his health as well. And barrier. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. This is going to be a tough one for you. Debating what to do here. Barrier was a snap pick. I probably should put more thought into it, but it just felt so good to get the Vulcan bigger. He's melting point able. So range on these guys would be good. Range on him himself would be good. It's gonna be range on these guys. And then another set. And then upgrade him. Or upgrade him. Do this guy. Because he's more sheltered under a shield and protected by him. Whereas this guy's probably just gonna get sniped off. Okay, let's see what he's thinking. Melting point. Anticipate it. Doesn't have range, so the Phoenix will outrange it. We don't have much trash in the front though. I need some of these crawlers to get in the way. I need his shield to go out the way as well. Didn't think about the melting point having barrier. That was a misplay on my part. Because that kept this Vulcan busy for hours and stopped the Phoenix from getting onto it when they needed to. We lost this round heavily. That's okay. Just wasn't thinking about the barrier. So he's going to match with another melting point over this side. And do a handshake and do the same. I'm a big fan of amplifying core. Or I take melting point myself over here. And do the whole melting point versus melting point with range. That would cost 600, then I'd have 250 left over, which wouldn't get me range, so I need to get this. He needs range, and this. Then I've got 250 left over. I need to spend something to shore up this side a little bit more. Obviously it needs a Vulcan. Tends to go armor, because he's got the Mustangs. If I do armor, I can buy a second arc light. Position it over here as well. That'll keep the Mustangs busy for longer. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. See what the opponent's thinking. Upgraded this guy and went further into tanks. Okay, so he wasn't expecting me to return the melting point. Interesting. He's not got much chaff clear, he's just got these Mustangs. Okay, this guy needs split beam because he's getting tied up on these. That's a pain. Okay. So it's this barrier that's giving me the problems. Come on, get off the melting point. No, he's dying too fast. Painful round, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so the issue is this shield. I thought we'd be able to walk forward and insta-pop it, but then he put down these extra tanks here. It's giving me a problem. Extended Phoenix range every day of the week. If we get nuked, that would hurt. So I do a shield here. A shield here to protect the Phoenixes when they advance. And I need more chaff to distract here. But chaff that survives tank shots. That's tricky. He needs range. Does he? Does he? Or would Incendiary Bomb do the same thing? I think Incendiary Bomb would do the same thing, you know. And then let's match you outside and halfway forward or flat? Halfway forward, okay. Upgrade you. Now, I need more chaff to distract this, so we're going to do 2 more sets of crawlers. Have them arrive at the same time. Distract. Early or late? I think late, actually. Yeah, let's do a box group. Okay with that. There's the nuke. We've got shields, but the melting point will go straight through them. Hopefully he stops just inside the shield. Yep. Okay. Where's my chaff? Where's my chaff? Oh no, the shield's going. The shield is weakened. Okay, the fire here did work. The nuke here did work. That's kind of scary. Do we still have? No, we don't have Vulcan. We just got this fella. This one's dead. Yikes, are we doomed? Are we dead? Ah, no. Incoming damage, currently it's just at under 1,000. Okay. Tower goes down, and then we struggle. On the bright side, we save the shield, and we live, so I can't complain. Every kill counts, let's save the HP. There's a nuke here, and it's this fella that I just can't get through. The crawlers didn't do as much as I thought they would do. Go to range specialist, it's not even a thought. The issue here is melting point range. There we go. That's what I should be doing every round. I'm gonna get a second melting point here and position it like that. Like that. And a third melting point, because I reckon he's going to put another one over there as well. Outside, halfway back, there. So if he puts one there, it goes straight forward. Okay, and then I've got 50 left over, which is a missile. Let's get rid of this chaff. There's the melting point we expected, but I thought it'd be there, actually. Does he have temporary range? Yes, he does. Okay, so this is close. This is a war of the front line. The key units, these melting points, are now Vulcans. Depending on which one dies first, we win or we lose. The dice are cast. This is it. It's a lot of tanks. It's not any upgrades on them though, so they're just fairly basic, low damage, just high HP. A couple of random missiles. Fire's good there. Decent here. Oh, Vulcan just melted. We're in trouble. This side is folded. We're in big trouble. Big trouble. I need him to get onto this melting point. He's on it, but the sniper's on him. He's on it, but the sniper's on him. This is it. If this melting point dies, we win. Oh! Oh no, there's another melting point. Oh, I thought we'd won this side. Huh? Yikes! GG. Oh, I thought we'd won that. Oh, that's close. Losing semi-finals. What is this? Right, and positioning was just terrible here. This should have been over here and further forward to pop this shield every round instantly. Sorry, forgive me. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Could have gone to the air. Already had a few phoenixes though. Didn't feel like they were doing much work. I bought more chaff, but I think my chaff was falling into my own flames, and his anti-chaff was doing just enough to stop me. And it was the tanks just providing lots of HP, while the melting point sat at the back and sniped things, and I couldn't get through the tanks fast enough to get to the melting point. So perhaps I should have gone more phoenixes, and perhaps the extended phoenix range was a bad call, because they were taking 2 shots to kill tanks. But they would have taken 2 shots to kill tanks anyway, because they had the health upgrade. Oop, I forgot to get the health upgrade. Wouldn't have mattered though, there were no breakpoints. But it would have been good stats to have. Okay. See how much combat power we lost for that. 300! Ouch! Well, thank you for watching. We'll have the losers bracket final tomorrow, I guess. Disappointed, I keep making these semi-finals and not advancing further, but it just shows that I need to keep pushing and keep learning. We'll get there, we'll get there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.